So the first maneuver we're about to do is called the pull-up. The pull-up, you have to drive forward in a constant motion, okay? There is a yellow line. You start behind the first yellow line, and we end with the front of our truck, aka the deer guard, touching within that yellow line up ahead, okay? So, like I said, you cannot stop. If you stop, the test is over with and it's a fail. Continuous motion. Tip to get this thing done, just creep, okay? You do not have to go fast. Right now, I am going about 3 miles per hour. My foot is not on my accelerator. It is not on my brake, okay? I'm just letting it creep. I'm looking at my mirrors, making sure that my trailer or tractor is not shifted in any type of way. Okay? And once I get close to the box, I will stop. Okay? Next, you put your transmission in neutral. Set your brake by pulling out your yellow brake. And let's step out and see what we did. And there you go. As you see, my deer guard is within the box. So this would have been a pass. So now I'm going to show you a tip on what I do in order to make sure that the tractor stops exactly where it needs to stop. To make sure that that front of that tractor is in the box. So, y'all see that yellow line right there, right? Okay. So where I'm standing from the driver's side, this right here, this little panel right here for my driver's side mirror. When I see it's covering up yellow line over there towards the left of my truck, you can see it from right here. That's how I know I'm in the box. You can do the same thing too. All right, so the next maneuver is what we call the straight back. Okay? So with the straight back, same thing, you cannot stop. Constant moving straight and back. They just want to make sure that you understand how to back this tractor and trailer up without moving too much out of position. So the examiner will let you know a good time to stop. And let's say they tell me to stop right there. Cool. Okay, usually it's after you pass the yellow box. So basically, you put your transmission in reverse. I'm a little crooked. I'm poking more out the right side. So that's why I'm turning my wheel to the right. All right. All right. So basically, simple, keep it slow. I'm only going 2 miles per hour. Okay. The trick to passing this test, if you see your trailer drifting to the right, turn to the right, 3 o'clock, back 12. Don't keep it there. If you hold it there, it's going to keep drifting. So 3 o'clock, 12, because it's drifting to the right. Now it's drifting to the left. So I'm going to do the same thing on the left side. 9 o'clock, 12. Okay? And just do that till you get out. If you can do that without hitting any of the cones or getting outside the line, you are good. It is a pass. And like I say, slow and steady wins the race when it comes to these backing maneuvers. It's not a race. You don't need to speed. Take your time. Get the objective done. And once you pass the yellow box, and honk your horn. Honk. I ain't gonna do it right now because I don't want to disturb anybody. It's kind of late out here. So today we'll be breaking down the forward offset. First, I will demo the maneuver. Then stay tuned towards the end to watch my detailed breakdown, similar to the 2 previous maneuvers. There is no pull-ups, no back-ups, and no get-out looks. The objective is to see if you can turn without hitting two cones. And the key to passing this maneuver is understanding that slow is key. You're not getting time during this test. Also noting, I'm going about 3 miles per hour for this video. Now that you've seen me do it, stay tuned to read and check out my detailed tips to pass. Good luck. Alright, the next maneuver is what we call the reverse offset. Okay? So when it comes to this maneuver, what I'm looking at is making sure for my driver's side, looking at the passenger side mirror, it kind of looks like the cone is splitting both trailer tires. Okay? And it's looking like that. We good to the next position. So, the next position, I'm gonna turn my wheel hard left, okay? Hard left. Still pulling it. And I'm gonna keep pulling it, okay? So I can remove the slack. I'm also going to adjust my passenger side mirror down to look at my landing gear. What I'm looking for is 1.5 cat eye. I'm gonna go ahead and go. All right. So when I get to 1, I see 1. Go to half. Boom. 1.5. Once I get there, I'm gonna go hard the other side. Hard right. Alright. I'm gonna adjust my mirror back up. And what I want is my tractor and trailer to be straight. I'm still pulling. Still pulling. I'm still pulling. It may not look like I'm pulling, but I am. Alright, once it's straight, I'm gonna stop. Okay. So the way I know that I'm in the right position from my driver's side mirror, I only see 1 hash. Okay? If I see 1 hash, or just the concrete between that 1 hash and that cone, I'm in good position. If I see more than 1 hash, I'm in bad position. Okay? But this is a good starting point, so we're gonna continue. So before I go, gotta make sure my wheel is straight, because if your wheel ain't straight, it's gonna take you out of position. All right? So now the wheel is straight. I'm gonna straight back until that cone is in the middle of the rim of that. All right, let's roll. So what it would look like from the driver mirror it would look like the rear driver's side trailer tire is on the line, okay? When it looks like that, you can stop and use your first get out of the way. And boom, I am on the money. So, as you see, that mud flap, straight up with that cone. Another way to look at it is the corner of this trailer is beside that line. When you got that set up, you're in great position. Next, what I'm getting ready to do is turn my trailer into the box. So I'm gonna put my transmission in reverse, pushing my brake. This time I'm gonna lower my driver's side mirror. All right, so I can see my landing gears because I'm looking for 1.5 cat eye. I'm gonna turn till I can't turn no more. Keep on turning. All right, you hear that? Now we can go. And I'm still turning. All right. So we got one. We're gonna keep going. We got about a half. All right, so that's good. We're gonna start to the next position. We're gonna hard left to straighten up our tractor and trailer. And when we do this, we will be in the box. All right, let's go. Boom. There we go. Go a little more. And we're straight. So, this is a great position. Okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count 6 lines from that cone. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's right there by that crack. When I get to that 6th line, I'm gonna stop, and that's how I know I'm in the yellow box. Okay? All right. All right, so I'm by the 6th line. To my brake. Now I have one more get out and look, guys. So basically when my mirror is aligned with that 6th line, that's when I get out. I'm gonna use my get out and look to see if I'm in position. If I'm in position. And voila, so whenever the bumper crosses this yellow box, and it's in the yellow box, okay, you haven't crossed any of the lines on the left nor the right side, you didn't knock out any cones, you are good. So now that I know I am good, when I get inside, I'll honk my horn, I'll let the examiner know that I'm done. And that is complete.